training. Left, right, up, down, left side. Switch, right side. Surprise leading with the right hand rather than jabbing. Left, right, right, hook. Left, right, hook. Levitate. I like to figure out what will do. And that drill is a levitate. So the philosophy, training philosophy that I do, there's a variation. So some training streams, some training sessions, live streams, I'm moving in, out, up, down, searching everything. Other times I'm drilling from a set distance. And after starting, beginning to drill from a set distance, sometimes after that, I do the same drill and add a level change and a move in, out, left, right. For example, here, this is the 6 pound speed drill, and I can land 6 hard punches in less than a second. Look at this hand speed and the power. So that's the speed, is the power and the accuracy combined. That's 6 punches. And he said it was good because the last punch, it wasn't the same distance anymore, it was a glassy blow. Kept it off his chin. So now I'm going to course correct by aiming deeper with the micro. Can I get a sense of how dumb it will be? So here, first 2 punches, just show it to you first at speed. That's 6 punches. And it's this. No rotation punch to follow punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I was hitting it so hard before. I got guided in punching for athleticism. Speed on top of pro boxers. My hands do punching power stuff. There's at least 75 kilos and a tire, and some of the right hooks I was hitting, it was making something like this. It's not a power, the small part was necessary. I hit the speed wheel, go lighten out, and focus more on accuracy and speed, without putting a lot of power into. Speed 1, 2, now with a step here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And there's so many ways I can do this drill, but the basic drill is starting. I like to start this a lot of times, hip bone and shoulder lining up with the center line here. And then it's 1, optimally now, optimal positioning is moving to the left for the right, puts in position to hook to the lever, better position than try to land the hook from the lever from over here. See? So it's first punch here, 1, 2, 3. Now to get to the lever, it becomes 3, and then from here, 5, 6. That's how I can do the drill. So from fixed here, it's this. A lot of times I like to have a wide stance doing this, like here, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it gives no change. There's the 6 punch drill, 4 to the body, 2 to the head. Because I like to do this drill. So it's here. Here you go. These 6 punches. 1, 2 straight no rotation punches to top punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm a little bit out of optimal distance here. 5, 6. So it's bang, 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 bang. I can do the same drill, divide it, flow into doing this. Just the left, right, solar plexus punch. And it's same 2 punches as the start of the standard drill. Meaning from here, bang, 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 bang. It's first 2 punches and mix it up and flow more with it. So it's here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm hitting with the left, straight rotation punch. 1, 2, 3, 4 if I want to keep going there. But it's just here. 1, 2, no rotation punch. Meaning normally if I throw my 1, 2s here, I'm rotating. bang, bang, okay, I'm okay. So as opposed to orthodox boxing punching, we're rotating, there's no rotation. And to this dog it's only work well. So bang, one, open our side step, get off the center line. And here, see, and that's even more advanced because as I'm here, my guard is up, and I cover both my leg and my left, the rib cage, and I'm up here, in here, and as I'm dropping this hand, it's less protecting my head. So as I'm gonna move this hand, and if you're busy punching down here, see, open up the head, I'm lowering the head, which means with the time is the first is closer to my head, as since my head was down, I'm doing this at the same time. 1, 2, see? I'm dropping down here, and now from here, swiftly, here, okay. So, from here, bang, bang, maybe stop. This one, 1, 2, and then quads. Lost my gunshot passes here. 1, 2. And I'm stepping in because the first punch with the left will push his head back. Okay? And the way that I did it, the last 2 times, sometimes I do 1, 2, where it's like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. With more space in between. Now, if I'm chasing him down, and then I'm going to also want to the guy back away from me, or I connect with the first punch, I'm more likely to land the second one if I launch it very quickly. Like 2 punches to like 1 punch. In there. But it's 2 punches impacting near simultaneously. So it's here, see, and right after the left one connects, the right one connects. Which makes it more likely to land it. If I hit the guy in the head, or he starts moving back his head or whole body as he sees this coming, or I impact. So this makes sense, you understand? So from here, if I go bang, you might see it coming if I have full box especially. You might see it coming. Move back, or move his whole body back, which means the second punch, I'm going to have to extend more to make the second land. It can also be a drill for chasing him down. He's moving backwards, connecting. He's still moving backwards, so I kind of like the captain. Back in with the right there. So, impact with the left, can move the head back. Him seeing I'm about to impact with the left, can make him move his head back. If he's walking backwards, then I connect, as he's walking backwards, this is not here at all. He's still moving backwards. I have to step in and extend him. So, we're going to do some more 1, 2, and some claws. Sneak a little bigger hook in there. Och like that var hårt speed. That's a quad punch. 1, 2, X2. And the way I like to control them, I can go back to the board and just do a boxing 1, 2, X2. 1, retract, 2, retract, rinse and repeat in the same form. How I like to do it, the quad is first, it's not close to the shoulder chin. 1, 2, near shoulder traction extension. 1, 2. Now, the quad, I'd have to go 1, 2, back, and then another 1, 2. So what I like to do is 1, 2, 1, 2, with almost like a recoil and bouncing off his head. As such here. See? And I'm landing right here. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the first two, it can also be 1, 2, he's defending or moving back. I'm pushing his head back, impacting. So it can be, now it has the shadow boxing now. With the first two, 1, 2, 1, 2, and chase them down now. So if I want to do that, I start from over here, 2 shadow boxing punches, as such. So it's like this thing. It seems like chasing him down and connecting here and here and walk away from me. So it's here. See like that. I also had the wide angle on rumble only. So I had the wide angle laptop view, and that's on rumble only. And I already worked up a sweat here. I will do some more static drilling. Be right back. I'm going to reposition that one. Wide angle. Beautiful. Do some more training. If I notice that the feed starts lagging, go ahead. You don't see this level of punching power and speed outside of pro martial artists typically. They have hand speed, punching power, stamina, core, and same theory as pro martial artists, boxers, UFC fighters. You don't see this level of punching power, speed, and stuff. This athleticism, fighting athleticism, exhibited by people in public workouts other than pro martial artists typically. Here's the other thing. And if I make a switch, I can make an ass drop, meet more than quarter, one trouble, fuck around and got a triple double, 7-11. Okay, my point is this, I got hydraulics built in. So I can hit a mental switch, understand? Okay, okay, okay. These are toe kicks, and I can throw this in training because I have right equipment for it. If I will throw toe kicks as mainly into these materials, I will break my toes or something. Quite possible. I'm gonna throw some toe kicks now. So this is street self-defense training, and for street fighter self-defense, Muay Thai beats boxing. So, I'm not a hater of boxing. I was actually talking to comments. I read the comment of Rampage Jackson's video when he was talking and wrestling with three dudes. And he said, what's the best martial art for street fighter self-defense, not self-defense. And Rampage sensibly said Muay Thai. And the other guy, at least one that could box and something like this. Now, Muay Thai is better for street fighter self-defense, it's a more complete system. And you know, what is harder? Well, maybe for some people, it's like, I can throw, it's not a claim, I have punching power, see. I'm not one of these guys, this guy doesn't have power swinging the shot, understand? I got speed and punching power, my boxing punch is all dangerous, understand? My boxing level, it is dangerous, my boxing punches. And then for some people, it's like, it might take 6 years in the gym to get to the point where you can throw kind of hard punches, maybe 50%, 75 riders did, okay, in the 1-2s. And they said, wow, 6 years there, now I gotta learn to throw powerful elbow strikes too, and knees and kicks. So the average person takes 6 years for them to throw a decent punch. Now you have to have 6 years to learn how to throw a decent elbow strike and a knee and a kick. So some people say, well, Muay Thai is harder to learn. Well, here's another thing. Muay Thai fight is like Jack of all trades, master of none, or it will be son, okay, for Muay Thai. So Muay Thai, the average Muay Thai elite fighter in Thailand, fighting a pro boxer in the same weight class, like American pro boxer, most of the time the pro boxer would win like 9 out of 10 times. I'd be betting on the boxer to win a boxing only. Because Muay Thai, they have sufficient striking skill to, okay, they can box, Thai boxing, they can box, but not as good as a guy who's been perfecting the art of boxing, only striking, and that's his sole focus, doing all these things, focusing only on getting his hands better, and spend a lot of time drilling, exercising, everything with the hands only. Versus the guy that's got a training, look at it simple like this. If you have a Muay Thai class, and then let's say it's a 1 hour class, and then combined, it's like warm up, whatever, effective training time, it's like 10 minutes of throwing boxing punches, and then 10 minutes of elbow strikes, 10 minutes of knees and legs. If you look at the tape, like some punches and then there's some elbow strikes. The time is some elbow strikes, that's some punches. With the boxer, it's the whole time he's training throwing hands, understand? So, now here's the point. Training Muay Thai, you don't have to be a genius. The average person training Muay Thai can get good enough at elbow strikes, knees, kicks, and so on hands to be decent in Muay Thai, understand, for self-defense. Imagine that could be in the box, understand, where we go. That's an elbow strike. That will hurt you, understand. Now we'll keep it thick like action, still action packed and dope. Okay? Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Skeet. I ain't playing around, okay? So here we go, we keep it flipped like acrobats. And I ain't talking about bowling. Talk about bowling till you're still bowling. We're all in together now, birds will fit it now. Just bought a plane, so we're changing the weather now. Okay? So I'm gonna rapidly close the distance and deliver a elbow strike. So my goal here is to quickly close the distance and then elbow strike however I want to. So we do this. Be there. And that's a rush there. Another way I can do it. Start right forward. And then I can leave like that, but from that distance. And then connect with it. I'm gonna keep training here. And now I got to sweat. At the beginning of this stream, I was sweating my face from showering, cleaning my face. And now it's sweat. Anyway. And that's the reverse elbow strike. Where it's now from here. And then turn around and hit you. Yeah, I'm getting into it now. To the soft plexus. Sideways, toe kick to the soft plexus. Due to the trajectory of this kick, if the guy takes his leg back, you can still connect with another part of the body. So for example, if if I'm aiming to connect with this kick to the shin bone, from the ankle to the knee somewhere. I'm aiming for the shin bone or the knee. The guy pulls his leg back, he must have impacted his rib cage or solar plexus. See, because the same kick, the trajectory is I'm throwing it, kicking through, I'm punching through. So I'm kicking to hit the shin bone here, but it has enough force if it's not getting down by connecting into the leg, it will carry on forward. It might hit here, 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 here instead. See? So these are the club through kicking. This is street fighting self-defense, and not sports fighting. Okay. This kick here. See, if you notice, this is the knee level. Okay, and this hard plastic will be the shin bone if standing like this. Now if the leg is raised, this level is the shin bone. Okay, so a lot of times the lead kicks is that one, see, to that level. I could do 1 twist there. It's a combination figure I like to do, and it's this. It's a 1, 2, 3. 1 to not 10,000. It's like a boxing 1, 2 hooking attack. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it's this. Bang. Hammer right. Okay. It's bang. Hammer right. Down. And then a side kick, a hooking attack. It's like a boxing 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. It's bang, bang, bang. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Get it back a little bit here. Alternate position to display the techniques. Maybe here, and if I hit it too hard, I'll move backwards. So keep like this. Okay, so here, go for further. Spam the same left kick several times. Do 11 more of those with these. You can see that I have simple tones, so this game of tones take them. So here, here, and I can make this sufficiently hard without the step just from here. You just go straight up there. Without a short side. I'm impacting sufficiently hard to do what I want to accomplish with it. So, once more, stand in this position. 1, 1, just straight up and down. Now with the step in, and I'll step in with the right now first, and then power left. In. Now this is how fast you're holding it, so I have to go live here. But that feels more like impacting with a planted leg. See, hard offering resistance. And this is more resistance than in the leg like possible. I like to do the box there. F14 is 1, 2 there. And I'm alternating between the F14 1, 2. Fourth reset figure, when it first off lost the second one. So it's bang, bang. Now here, generally that. 2, 1, and planting in between each hit. Yeah. Hey. I'm a trailblazer, I'm unique, I'm original. And originals like me get copied a lot. But you can't find somewhere else like me, I'm unique in this one. There's no other YouTuber live streamer like me. I'm unique, one of a kind in this one. And I dare you to try to find someone. Can't prove me wrong. So, I said that I'm unique in this world, one of a kind. There's nobody else offering the same product or service. So like, you subscribe to this guy on YouTube, you get this. Okay? 36-year-old Rick with a six-pack. 1. Doing streams like this. Self-trained, self-taught martial artists, do martial arts at this level. Okay? It's a faithful Christian preaching the gospel. On the YouTube channel, the faithful gospel. While being Swedish, speaking English as well as I do being Swedish. Already now, you're gonna have to spend maybe 10 years to find a guy that is up to this. You understand? And then it's like doing the film theory, movie theory commentary. Watch the videos, be the first guy to tell you some hidden truth of this movie. So I'm one of a kind, like an angry sheep. Yeah, I'm glad that's not a gaslighting angle that I had. Because I'm an original, and that's a quality I have, and I get copied by people. I've had people try to insinuate that I'm a copycat, gaslight, that's called don't gaslight me, listen. Uh, it's like people see me training martial arts or wearing sunglasses. Oh, you're Tony Ferguson, like I'm trying to copy Tony Ferguson. Because I'm autistic, I have sensitivities. Diagnosed with autism, I have sensitivities, and wear sunglasses because bright lights are annoying to me. It was a guy training martial arts at home, wearing sunglasses, he's trying to be like Tony Ferguson. Okay. I guess if I smoke handled tobacco, I'll try and be like Nate Diaz. Because I have a short haircut and I'm kind of similar body build. And I'm smoking cigarettes with a brown cover. So I guess right now I'm trying to be like, I'm a boy, I'm trying to be like Nate Diaz. See? And next time you see me with sunglasses, I'll try to be like Tony Ferguson. Okay. I also wear Kevlar lined pants. Is Tony Ferguson do that? No. I also wear like 6 extra clothes when I go outside. So yeah, don't be gaslighting me, okay? Sometimes people come in saying I look like this and that celebrity. You look like Nate Diaz, you look like this person, you look like that person. I look like me, okay? And my power is in being myself, understand? If I would try to be like other people that are less than me, especially, you lose your power. Your power as an individual is being an individual. I'm shadow banned by YouTube, meaning YouTube works to make me not get too many views as I'm going live. And sometimes it seems like they're doing it more. Like the last 2-3 days, they've been like doubling down on the shadow ban of my videos. Where it's like I go live, upload something, they make sure I don't get too many views. So it's like pattern breaking. It's like I know normally I upload a short, but the short is like at least 100 views in the first hour or something like this. And it's like the last 2, 3, 4 days, no matter what I upload as a short, it's like low view count. And then normally if I go live like this, I have hundreds of views tuning in. But it's like now it's like 0 because they looks like they're doing some kind of shadow ban. And after I started talking about that, now there's 3 viewers. So it was like one of them when I started talking about that. It went to 3 after I started complaining about not getting many views. Very interesting. It's a bagpipe on it. In the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. Earth was without form and void. So God created everything. If you're confused about how this world came to be, and you feel like it's like you heard the Darwin theory of evolution, you think that it's bullshit. Well, if you want the truth on creation of this world and human beings, you look at Genesis 1-3. Darwinistic evolution is false. God created heaven and the earth. There's a group of teenagers walking in. One of them had a yin yang shirt on. I'm self-trained, self-taught, so everything I can do, the boxing, punches, elbow strikes, knees, kicks, this and that martial arts style, techniques from here and there. I pray to God to get better at fighting martial arts, and I've been getting better at fighting martial arts since. I prayed to God as a young man to get better at fighting, and I got better at the martial arts since, throwing hands and kicks and knees, things like this. Sometimes people come into my training sessions and ask why I don't train in the gym or suggest that I do.
Why would I need to go to the gym when most people training box gym are worse than me at strong hands, understand? They don't have the same speed and punching power, understand? And okay, first of all, it's like, here's the point. Secondly, I'm a tall individual, so it'd be unwise to go to the gym. Okay. There's a reason I don't go to the library either. Because I'm a tall individual, I get sprayed with chemicals. I've been shot with a CI heart attack and dart gun in the leg before, something similar. I never announced on the right calf from being just going outside and a perp shot me leg with a dart gun. And I could have died, but I survived and I have a permanent injury in my right leg. Since it'd be unwise. So being a tall individual, being tall to the level that I am and have been, if I go outside, sometimes I get sprayed with chemicals, shot with a dart gun. If I go shop, I have to keep look at my car so you can have first capacity spread a powder over my shopping cart and things like this. So being outside, I get attacked with psychological warfare, intermittent chemical warfare, and other types of warfare by this gang stalk and persecution program, which means it'd be unwise to go to the gym because they're gonna recruit people to be agents in there and be like, they could do things like, maybe if the first time they don't do anything while they're training, but say if I keep going to training, they recruit people in the gym, and it might be things like, if I go to the bathroom, I forget my water bottle on the gym floor, somebody's got a job to get it and put some poison in it, understand? Or it's like somebody's just sitting and chilling and they have like a dart gun, like when I got here in the corner store, and I don't have the protective clothing. There's like no chance to stop it, understand? And it's like I'm standing in my boxing shorts and talking to some coach or something like this. And there's a guy sitting back there who had a dart gun with him, and he hits me in the ass with a dart gun, and I collapse with a heart attack or stroke. We go, oh, he gets the stress, he collapsed with a heart attack. Okay, what's the CA dart gun heart attack or anything? So since I'm not suicidal, looking to die, and I'm not like a glutton for punch, I'm not looking to give people opportunities to be able to attack my physical health, my mental health, and things like this. It would be unwise to you have to deal with reality, like Musashi said. What reality is, not what you wish it could be. Understand? You must bend to the power of the truth to live a lie. Okay, like go like I'm just gonna ignore it and like live as if I'm not a total video, and I order pizza home delivery, which makes it easy for the program to get poison in the pizza. Understand? Like heavy metals. Okay, it's like I just forget I'm a total video, live like a normal person. Okay, there would be La La Land. I order a pizza, okay, okay, and there's been arsenic put in it. Because if you told a video, if you would start ordering pizzas, they will incentivize the people to get a delivery driver or a pizza baker, or they could even have something hypothetically like SAP or something like this. It's like plainclothes police officers pull off the cab, even if it's not an agent. So either could like get a pizza shop owner to be an agent, to be like, if this guy's ordered pizza, put some poison in his pizza, okay, or the delivery driver, get him to be an agent, and like on the way over here he stops and puts some poison in the pizza, something like this. Or they could even have like government officials like SAPO or undercover police be like, if a pizza's on the way over me, they stop it and be like, hey, for reason of natural security, we have to inspect your cargo, something like this. Then it'd be like, okay, nothing here, okay, yeah, it's fine, okay, carry on the business, understand? See? It's like it's an NDA or something like this. So you can't tell anybody about this. You might go to prison. We got a new law that if you like revealing state secrets and this is state operation, you can go to prison for the rest of your life or something like this. Okay. So yeah, it would be unwise for me to live as if I'm not a torpedo, to live as if I'm not in a war be waged on me, when the reality is that it's a war being waged on me. And research and experience shows that on top of the program, they will exploit opportunities to the opportunistic. They will work to create opportunities to attack me and exploit pre-existing opportunities. So there's an opportunity to attack me with poisons or psychologically. They will exploit it, okay? And so it will be unwise for me to start living as if I'm not a total individual. So yeah, why don't I go to the gym? Because I'm a total individual, okay? So be the same reason if Navalny, okay, he got poisoned with Novichok by Putin. His life is like a target of the Russian state. And then let's say after the first time he was poisoned and survived it, and he's like live streaming, keep getting the word out about state corruption. And then people go, why don't you go enjoy yourself, live life, go to a restaurant. Why don't you go to a restaurant downtown today? Okay. Why don't you go join an exercise club and a martial arts gym? Navalny is training at home. Why don't you go to MMA gym and train? Okay. So that Putin can get an agent in there and spray a chemical on or put Novichok or him with a dart gun or post his water bottle or something like this. Okay, why don't you go to a gym? That would be like Navalny after being poisoned and survived if he would be like live streaming from home and like kind of staying at home to make it harder for the Russian intel agency to poison him, okay? Again, okay, after he got poisoned and got hurt, permanent damage, but survived. It'd be like, yeah, learn from my mistakes. I should not be making it as easy for them to poison me anymore. And he makes changes. And be like, oh, just go to a restaurant. Why don't you go have a hot dog today? Why don't you go walk around the lake today and exercise a little bit so they can have a fucking guy with a ghillie suit in the bush and hit him with a dart gun, understand? Okay, see? And it's like Navalny collapse of a heart attack while jogging in a exercise trail in the woods. Oh, I guess the stress made him have a heart attack, okay? See? Okay, plausible. So yeah, these are things that I don't do. I don't have to explain myself to lesser men, lesser women. Minds are lesser, and because I know more truth than them and willing to speak it, uh, they will be like, oh, Mike, you're nuts and paranoid and have evil surmisings about what I do and don't do. I don't live my life to be understood by people. That's a fool's errand. I'm a Christian, which means I can never be understood, and I enjoy that. So my enemies can never understand me completely. Okay. I'm hidden Christ. My life is hidden Christ. Okay. So the wind bloweth where it listed, and thou hearest the sound, sir, but canst not tell whence it cometh when it goeth. So is everyone is born after the Spirit. See? So you can hear me speak right now, you can see me moving, but I'm unpredictable. See? And people can't get a quality insight into the machinations of my mind, really. They can't really understand high resolution who Mike Tsai is internally. Okay. So yeah, I'm a Christian total video and pop a training session here. So two training sessions. There was a morning round and then more than a round in the afternoon, early evening. What time is it? It's 17:53. And I have some more maneuver room now to put the dummy here, there, over here because I moved the tires. They were in the corner. It's like a pile of tires and random stuff there. So now there's even more room. There's even more room. There's a bird. That's a rare bird. I'm a bird watcher, so locally that's a real bird. A rare find. Meaning living here several years, it's like I got a good sample group of locally occurring birds, okay? And it's like commonly seen birds here, seagulls, crows, and certain times a year, sparrows, okay? And pigeons. And then there's subcategory pigeons of this type. So there's like the gray, black, white colored that are like the rock, okay? They're the same color scheme, dark gray, lighter gray, and like white spots. Whitish, okay. And that was a rare bird. So there's some pigeons that are very, very rare. I've seen at least 99% all black pigeon. That was over at the church, okay. And I saw a mostly white one too. So pigeons are kind of common, okay. Not as common as crows and magpies. Most common birds to see in this area are seagulls, crows, and magpies in that order, okay? Meaning random time of day you go out here looking, what birds are you gonna see the most of? Seagulls, 1. Crows, 2. Magpies, 3. Pigeons, 4. I'd say magpies and pigeons are about as common or rarely occur in the area. And then you have like the rarely colored pigeons. So birds, okay. There's a black-faced eagle, skrattmås is called in Sweden. And those are, I count them as a type of seagull, only more rare, okay. So they look like a seagull, okay, only they have black faces, which looks like, it reminds me of this festival they have in Venice, okay, where humans wear birds masks. You see it if you check out borders a certain time of year, mainstream media. It's like today's carnival in Venice, stuff like this, and people have like a white people with a black mask, or they can be whoever color people, whatever color mask, but it's like a certain mask that has like a long beak on it, okay, and that is like a okay, hold on, there, it's the black-faced seagull. They're called skrattmåsar in Swedish. And here are regular seagulls, so called. Let's see if we'll come around again. So, behavior of birds, okay. Flight methods, okay. So like how do the bird transport themselves? There's differences in size, color, behavior, and the subcategory behavior would be way of flying, okay. So seagulls, we'll talk about flight now. Crows and magpies and sparrows, the smaller the bird typically, the more flapping, okay. So that's a black-faced eagle there, skrattmås. The crows, they flap their wings more, okay, the same flight. There's more wing strokes per minute, averagely, in a seagull, I would say, contrasted to, per hour, let's say, contrasted to a seagull, I think so. So a seagull, they get, I would reckon, get more altitude per flap of the wings, okay. There's larger wingspan, and it's like them flapping the huge wings down, they get more uplift, like lift, okay. Okay, they get more lift. They have more lift with the wings. Like larger rotor blades in a helicopter equals more lift, okay. They can carry more cargo, okay. It's like how long they are and how wide they are. So, seagulls, it's like they flap the wings mostly if they're sitting here. They dive and they start flapping their wings to gain altitude, and then they're looking for an upwind, like an air current, an upwind, and they position themselves, angle themselves, they become a glider. So seagulls sometimes they're looking to gain altitude, find a current, upward current of air current to ride, okay, and they become a glider. So they flap the wings to gain altitude, looking for a upward air current to catch and ride it, okay, and they become like a glider. And they're using their flaps on their wings, okay, to control the flight. And sometimes like, oh, they went over the hill and they start going down again, they flap a little bit more, and they're looking for an upwind. Oh, here's an upwind, and then ride it a little bit, okay. So it's like they're catching upwinds. They flap wings to gain altitude, and then they're riding air currents. Is what they're preferring. It's like they're gonna go downtown, they're here, they flap the wings up, catch a current, and they're going over here, and they start going down, flap a bit more, catch a current. So they're mostly looking to be gliding, okay, if they're gonna be traveling long range, okay. Crows flap the wings more, and they don't have as much gliding power, meaning them in the same spot as the seagull where he can really glide there. The crow, he can't. He's descending more despite the upcurrent. Okay, it's like the descension rate per 10 meters is higher in the crow than a seagull riding the same upcurrent. Understand? So it's like a seagull catching this upcurrent. It's like how much he's going down per 10 meters is less than a crow riding the same current. He's going down more, has to flap his wings more. Understand? So seagulls are more gliders, okay? They're more built to glide fly than crows, okay? And I reckon one of the reasons is crows one of the ways that's good for the seagulls is seagulls, a lot of times they found near the ocean, which means I tell if I was like a person trying to hide where I live, and like it's like people trying to geolocate me and things like this. And somebody's like, there's a lot of seagulls. Somebody has some knowledge could guess that I'm near the ocean due to the large number of seagulls frequently occurring in my live streams. The sound of seagulls and the sight. Okay, so seagulls are typically found pretty close to the ocean. Okay, not fresh water as much as salt water, ocean. Okay, ocean, large bodies of water. So seagulls might be go down to the shoreline of the ocean and look for like fish or stuff like at the edge of the water, and then sometimes they fly out and they're over open water, and if they would be needing to flap a lot, not a good at gliding, they get tired and like gas out and get fatigued. Here's this guy. Okay, I see this guy laughing on outside. Sometimes I go to the corner so or something. And what is the point? Here's the point. So yeah, seagulls, sometimes they're flying over the ocean and they're far from shore. Okay, so if they would be birds that need to flap their wings a lot, there's gonna be a point where even if God built them to have stamina and stuff, and their muscles, like fast twitch, slow twitch, the muscles are like made to be able to do several repetitions before the muscle group is fatigued and exhausted. Okay, they have some kind of the muscles are built and the tendons and everything's optimized to be able to spend a lot of time flapping the wings in a day without like I can't only walk towards the end of the day because it's like I did leg day yesterday. I say I can't walk anymore. It's not like a seagull. It's like, oh, I was flying a lot yesterday, and then the next day it can't fly anymore because it's muscle groups are sore and stuff. You know how some people do leg day and they exercise so hard they can barely walk the next day. Okay, it's like they can barely walk. So yeah, seagulls they can glide. So if they're over the ocean, if they'll be needing to flap the wings a lot, they could get tired. They'd be like they fall in the water. Now, still as a redundancy, they could float in the water. So I'm pretty damn sure that seagulls could sit in the water similar to a duck, at least for some time. The problem would be if there's heavy waves. Okay. Yeah. Another problem for birds if their wings get wet, because everything is so kind of like clockwork out, that there's some birds that they can't fly well if their wings are wet. Okay, because they get so heavy, and it just doesn't work as intended. So a lot of birds have a oil gland. They have a gland on their body. My birds have a gland on their body where they can dip their beak and then distribute, like spread this oil on their feathers. Okay, and it becomes like a windbreaker going or something like this. So it's like it can be a raindrop and it ricochets off. It doesn't get absorbed. So it's like they have oil coating on the feathers. And budgies, they have a gland close to their vent that they can like lean back and get some oil from the gland and then wipe it, and then they're pruning themselves, whatever, they're moving around. So I guess part of it is like a hydrophobic coating that repels water to keep their wings from getting super soaked if they get rain on them. So here's another question that I see quite a lot in the neighborhood. As usual, I didn't break my fast. It's 18:05 in Sweden, so it'll be 6:05 p.m. American time for me. I woke up around 9 in the morning today. I had my grand post, wake up dose of supplements, maybe around 10, 11. And I didn't eat since then, so I do OMAD fasting, which means I eat only one time per day, 9 or 10 days. which means I fast on 20 hours. There's a lot of people, there's a shelf-flancer agenda to promote the high sugar, high carb diet. So I've already told you, the deep state is like they're getting so like overextended because the average person is so messed up. So even if it's people like me out here, they will tell you clearly what the agenda is around practice yourself. It goes so like a lead balloon, understand? So it's like, I've told you that looking at the Hollywood movies, I can show that there's a deep state agenda to have people eat a high sugar diet, okay? And I've been saying that for years. So it's like, now notice how people are missing different levels of knowledge. So a lot of people not even on the level they know that there's a deep state Illuminati control work from behind the scenes. And then it's like the next step is like, and these people have an MO, modus operandi, a way of operating, that if they're doing something major or planning to, they will hide it in plain view. They will hint at it in Hollywood movies, pop culture generally. Okay, so that's where I'm at, understand? And a lot of people not even at level 1 would have accepted the reality that there is a deep state Illuminati that control this world from behind the scenes, like mainstream media, politics, Hollywood, and the music industry. And so do you understand? So it's like, I'm not the problem. The problem is the average person is being so far behind, understand? So anyway, here's the point. And I'm not really dumbing down, like looking to dumb down my content to make it more readily comprehensible to the average idiot, okay? I'm making it simple enough for a person that has a room temperature IQ and one order truth to be able to receive it. And people that are the rare quality person that's worthy of the effort that I put in to teach them things, they'll be the type of person that the not super dumbed down style is more vibing on their frequency, understand? See? So, and anyway, here's the point. So, the deep state, psychopathic Illuminati, control this world from behind the scenes. They control Hollywood, the music industry, politics, mainstream media, so on and so forth. And they have an MO that if they're doing something major or planning to do something major, they will hide in plain view. They will let you know. They will hide in plain view. So before they did the 9/11 attacks, they were hinting at it in pop culture. They were like, hey, we're going to do a 9/11 attacks in the future, okay? And they were hinting at the coming 9/11 attack years in advance. And I've shown several instances of that. Die Hard and so on and so forth. Always movie. Made equal videos of this. So the deep state Illuminati control Hollywood, meaning they exert a large degree of influence. Okay, define my terms. Control. If I say control, some retard might go, oh, Mike, so you say it's like the gaffer, boom mic operator, and the RV supplier, and the guy cleaning the lot in the Hollywood set, and the catering firm. They all know that they're deep state agents work for the Illuminati, making movies for the deep state right now. That's not what control Hollywood means, okay, when I say that. I mean, they exert influence. And I'm not going to waste too much time getting into how they exert influence, okay? It can be one person. So whatever is the point. So they exert influence, okay? So they have a way to get hidden messages into whole movies, okay? And you can think about with your calculated megahertz strength brain how that happens. So you come back 96 years from now with a bad theory on how it works, and I can go incorrect. Okay? So here's the point. The deep state control Hollywood, okay? Meaning they exert a large degree of influence. And the deep state psychopathic paralytics have an MO, a modus operandi, which means a way of operating, that if they are doing something currently, or major destructive impact, major negative consequence, they will hide it in plain view, cryptically, okay? They will code messages into pop culture, revealing what they are doing to you that is something of major destructive consequence, major negative impact. If they are planning to do something in the future, major destructive consequence, major negative impact, they will hide it in plain view, cryptically, okay? So I'm similar to Alan Turing in World War II, where I had the ability to decipher the enigma of the enemy, understanding the info war, and be able to see, oh, I cracked the code. Here's what the enemy is saying in their communications. Okay, see, the deep state Illuminati they're saying this in the movies. Okay, look at this movie. It contains foreshadow 9/11 attacks. So foreshadow is a term that relates to this. When they are hiding something in the movie about something's going to happen in the future, that's foreshadowing. You could call it current shadowing, but that's not, I figured out a term. Okay, so foreshadowing is when they hide hints, they hide a message like here's what we're going to do in the future in pop culture, only veiled enough so the average person, they can barely tell the right hand from the left and lack discernment. Even most Christians for some reason can't see it. Okay, they can't detect it. And people like me who can, even if I put in the effort to work to reveal it to you, most people just goes off like a lead balloon. Okay, so idiocracy life, that's very relatable to me. The Mike Judgment idiocracy, where it's like a person living in a world full of people are like children mentally, and they understand. It'd be like a guy born with an average IQ in a world where the average person has an 85 IQ. Okay, and it's like you're trying to explain deep concepts to them, and they require some amount of pattern recognition, and clarity. You understand, like processing power of the brain. Like the average person is like a 200 megahertz computer brain, and it's like really you should have 600, and with 600, it wouldn't be that hard to get a point across to you. That is like kind of this complicated. Okay, so anyway, here's the point. The deep state psychopathic powers control Hollywood, and they have a MO, modus operandi, that if they are doing something bad right now, okay, copy pistol, okay, you feed it with the biscuit or something like this, Sacha Baron Cohen movie. So, bad guy, bad people have a lot of power, Illuminati, control Hollywood, they do bad thing, plan to do bad thing. If they plan to do bad thing in the future, they will whisper in movies what they're gonna do in the future. And most people don't have the hearing level where they can pick up on the whispering. That's not a way to put it, okay? So explain it to us if you were a Labrador retriever or a small child, like a 12 or something like this level mentally, despite being 36 or 74 or what it is. That's the point. The deep state psychopathic powers that control this from behind the scenes. They have an MO, modus operandi, that if they're gonna do something major, something bad, it's gonna take freedoms, kill a lot of people, make a lot of people sick, take a lot of people's freedom. Or if they're doing something right now that's having that effect, they will hide in plain view, they will tell themselves, which is why I've been able to show you foreshadow of the 9/11 attacks in Hollywood movies that were released before the 9/11 attacks, because the deep state planned 9/11 in advance. And before they did the pandemic too, I have several videos where I've been showing you foreshadow pandemic before they pull it off. Resident Evil movie, Umbrella Corp, where they had a lab, underground lab, and a virus leaked out of it, lab leaked virus, getting out of the outside world, causing mutations, the T virus. I count that as an instance of foreshadow pandemic, the global viral crisis. Okay. Desmond in the Hatch is another Mike I find of foreshadow pandemic. That when Desmond is introduced as a character in the last series. Okay, and they have Miss Mama Cass making all kind of music. He's living in isolation, thematic. He's a man who lives in isolation, staying home, social distancing. If he goes outside, he wears a mask, a 95 respirator mask, and even like a hazmat suit. He gets vaccinated. See, so the themes are there, and I kind of say it's a foreshadow pandemic. Okay. Loop Fiasco, another find. Loop Fiasco. Words Never Said, the music video contains foreshadow pandemic. Okay. 9/11, Always movie. I discovered that. A unique find, like personal find. I'm watching old movies. I found Always, the airplane firefighter movie. That's another instance of foreshadowing 9/11 attacks. Okay. Die Hard. Okay. Die Hard 1 and 2. And I've been focusing on the one with Nakatomi Plaza, okay, and that one contains foreshadowing the 9/11 attacks. Also the other movie where they have remote-controlled hijacked airplanes that the terrorists are planning to crash, okay. Now let's get to the current shadowing, okay. So in my research, here's the truth, we got what I can see. Okay, that's me. So only in the Matrix. So there's a long-haired shepherd there. Hello, buddy. Hey there. Well, that guy got some character. That's a German Shepherd. I looked into his soul and he doesn't have one, so that's the diagnosis. Looked into his eyes, there's no soul there, but he did have some character. Okay, so it's like this like looking at the face of the Shepherd, it's like a larger than life. It's not like a plain German Shepherd. It's like a rarity to his, and then the energetic scan too is like this a little bit different in temperament. What is his point? So that then your average bear turns German Shepherd. So here's the point. Um, my point is this. We'll see if he gets like if you look back and see what the guy is doing now. But he's walking with his master there. And he's walking ahead of his master. So he hasn't been brought to heel. He's following from the front. You've heard about leading from the rear before. He's following from the front, I reckon. He's not pulling on the leash. So he's not. So he's following from the lead. Okay. He's following from the lead also. So it's not that if the dog is walking in front of the owner, that means that the dog is trying to be in charge, or like he's thinking that he's in charge, that he's the alpha. No, the dog can be walking in front of the owner and still be beneath the human in the dog's brain, or like the hierarchy, understand? So anyway, here's the point. So my point is this. So decoding hard movies, I've decoded. Here's the output. Okay, so the deep state have an agenda where they're keeping the masses controlled by a high sugar diet. So there's an agenda by the deep state to have the masses living high sugar diet. Okay, and then I've told you that, and then I've been teaching people for years how bad sugar is for you, and telling you that there's a deep state agenda to have eating a high amount of sugar is bad for your health. People are dying from it, and it's used to control the high sugar diet. Okay. Then I've shown you instances of like hidden in plain view truth, where the deep state are letting you know. No Country for Old Men movie and Django Unchained. Okay, where both of these movies I've detected. It's like, yeah, they confirmed what I'm saying. It's like the hidden message in No Country for Old Men movie is Anton Chigurh symbolizes, represents deep state psychopathic power leads. Okay, the Illuminati, the psychopathic serial killer power leads. Okay, dovetails in with my Django Unchained movie, Decode. My movie, if I were ended up there, so I take credit for it. So my Django Unchained movie, Decode. Okay, where Mr. Candy, who's an evil, psychopathic, antisocial, he's a slave owner. He's working to keep people from getting free. Okay, he's a slave owner. He's an abusive, exploitative, psychopathic, control freak, and he symbolizes the deep state. Okay, he is a symbol, a character symbol representing the deep state psychopathic power leads as a group, just like Anton Chigurh is in a No Country for Old Men movie. So my movie decodes, Mike's SAHA movie analysis, is No Country for Old Men movie. Anton Chigurh is a symbol. He represents the psychopathic deep state Illuminati power leads as a group. Okay, Django Unchained movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Mr. Candy, he also symbolizes, represents the deep state psychopathic power leads. And both of these men symbolize the substance sugar. It deals with Anton Chigurh symbolizes deep state power leads and the substance sugar, which is silent killer that they use to control the masses. They got the mass in a high sugar diet, makes them easy to control, keep on the plantation as it were, keep them from getting free, emancipate themselves from mental slavery. Okay, so the deep state psychopathic power leads, they represent, symbolized by Anton Chigurh. Anton Chigurh also symbolized the substance sugar, which are the silent killers. And yeah, so basically, here's my argument. So my decode is this: film theory movie analysis. Anton Chigurh symbolizes the deep state psychopathic power lead Illuminati. Okay, Mr. Candy in the Django Unchained movie symbolizes, represents the psychopathic deep state power lead Illuminati. And they both, these movies and characters, deals with sugar being used to keep control of you, okay, to keep you under control. And sugar is a silent killer. So, Anton Chigurh symbolized the deep state psychopath power elites, and the substance sugar one the silent killers. And Leonardo DiCaprio also symbolizes the deep state power elites and sugar. Okay, so the slave owner, Mr. Candy. Okay, Mr. Candy, the deep state slave owner. Notice how I'm unique, and this is what makes these people so concerned. Do the Bible church sell out? I think there's no other Christian pastor or Christian online that is a seeing leader. They're blind leaders for the blind. See, you don't see anybody else face on King Is Only who's like the deep state satanic Illuminati, control Hollywood, murdering people, killing people, controlling you. They've got you eating a high sugar diet from the cradle to the grave. A lot of people are dying as a result. And you're mentally weakened because of it. Okay? And here's what you can do to repair the damage and stuff. There's nobody else doing this. Here's some movies where I'm decoding it, discerning and showing you they're hiding in plain view, understand? There's nobody else doing this. So, No Country for Me movie, Django Unchained. Let's go to Django Unchained movie. So Mr. Candy symbolizes the deep state psychopath power elites. There are like slave owners work to control everybody, okay? Keep from getting freedom mentally, spiritually, physically. And they use sugar to control the masses, okay? So Mr. Candy, the slave owner, like the Matrix movie, see? The slave owner, here's the Mike Sam movie deco, Django Unchained again. Django Unchained, filmserie, filmunderhållelse, movie series. Django Unchained, Mr. Candy, the dark ops character, symbolizes the Illuminati deep state. And if you study the movie as I have, with the eyes that I have, it's clear that it's about how they're using sugar as a substance to control the masses and keep you from getting mentally free and not physically free and just free, okay? They're keeping people in the world system matrix asleep in the matrix system, keeping them controlled by having them eat a high sugar diet. So the slave owner that's working to control everybody and keep them getting freedom, okay, and maintain control over them, his name is Mr. Candy, Monsieur Candy, okay. White cake, as part of him in the slave owner, there's a scene where he offers people white cake, okay. That's like when you go to the matrix system supermarket and you see advertisements and like candy and stuff and soda, Coca-Cola and all these things, the advertisement, buy 2 for 1 or something like this, okay? That's the deep state. They manage society. They have it so that it's like in the world system, you have all this advertisement, marketing, sugar to keep you hooked and addicted, okay? They work to get you addicted and keep you hooked and addicted to sugar. So he's tempting people like white cake. Mr. Candy is offering white cake to people, which is cake, sugar. Bitches love cake, okay? And here's another thing that is proving what I'm saying, okay? So I'm telling you that it's like there's something about sugar in the No Country for Me movie. No, the Django Unchained movie is one deal with. There's something, a hidden message about sugar, and the bad guy, Mr. Candy, there's something about sugar, see? Mr. Candy, the bad guy, is Mr. Candy offering white cake. So then you have the antagonist, protagonist, the good guy, fight the bad guy, the bad guy, Leonardo DiCaprio, his identity is sugar candy, offering white cake. The protagonist, I don't go in for sweets. He gets offered something, cake, white cake, goes, no thank you, I don't go in for sweets. So he's a guy that doesn't eat sweets, he doesn't go in for sweets. The protagonist is fighting the bad guy, works to liberate people. Okay, he's anti-sugar. And notice how when he enters the movie, he rides a dental buggy, horse-drawn buggy cart with a tooth on it on a spring, see? So he's riding a dental cart. So the problem guy, Candy, sugar, slave owner, the solution, the antagonist is fighting him. He's riding a dental buggy. He's riding a dental buggy. Sugar leads to cavities. See? Sugar leads to cavities. And this type of stuff that they sell out, deep state, they sell out, Tom Segal, is a lot of times he references with his public humiliation ritual, narcissistic, manipulation tactics after I make a video like this. If like Little Johnny referencing my Metal Gear Solid video game decode, okay, showing you hidden references to Christ Jesus in that movie, and then he will go and be like trying to manipulate people like, yeah, Little Johnny, come, what did you learn in school today? Well, they was in Alaska and a bridge built and they bombed it and stuff. So he's kind of like doing a put and be like, oh yeah, the truth is Mike is really a seeing leader, doing things that I can't do or nobody else in this world, and at a high level intelligence, mature and Bible knowledge than we are. So we have to do like, oh yeah, Mike is at a low level because he's showing you hidden plain view truth, has the ability to see things, and I can't do this, and none of my passive bodies can. So he's a really seeing leader that can see generally the truth, and none of us, we can't do this, okay? So we had to put it down. Also, when after I did the No Conformity movie decode, once again he responds to that, laid all the feedback to try to put that on it. Quite pathetic, understand? Because all that full of subtlety and mischief, what the Nazis put right ways of the Lord. So it's full of subtlety and mischief, understand? Communicating lies subtly, okay? So my decode, No Conformity movie decode, det was just a whiff of the tune coming up there. So my no conformity decode, and we'll do it here. So my no conformity decode in Django Unchained is this. So this hidden plain view truths that the deep state psychopath power lead hid in the no conformity movie and Django Unchained. And both of these movies deal with the same thing. So Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Mr. Candy, he's the bad guy, okay? So that he symbolized the deep state Illuminati. They're using sugar to control the masses, see? Like a slave owner is keeping people from waking up from matrix system, breaking free, getting the freedom. So Leonardo DiCaprio in the Django Unchained is the bad guy working to keep people on the plantation, keep them from getting freedom, okay? And his name is Candy, Mr. Candy. Remember, he symbolized the deep state Illuminati. His name is Mr. Candy. He offers people white cake. The guy who's the protagonist, who's fighting the bad guy, Leonardo DiCaprio, he says, no thank you, I don't go in for sweets, okay? So Mr. Candy is all about sweets. His identity is intimately connected to substance sugar. White cake, his name is Candy, and he's a slave owner, the bad guy. The Hans Lander, the guy who's playing the protagonist, who's like the opposite, an anti, the exact opposite to Leonardo DiCaprio. He's there to liberate people. He's there to free people, the opposite of keeping on the plantation. He's there to liberate somebody. He says, no thank you, I'm not going for sweets. And he's introduced as a person riding a death bike at the beginning of the movie. The protagonist is fighting the antagonist, Leonardo DiCaprio. He drives into town, he's introduced a character riding a dental bike, okay? A cart with a tooth on it. Like a dentist cart that they had in the Wild West, where it's like they don't have a dental office in town, but it might be mobile dentists who travel from like town, outpost, town to town, and be there for the week, and be like people can go there and get some dental work done, extraction, something like this. The dentist comes to town, okay? He's riding dental bike. Sugar causes cavities, tooth infections, which people have tooth infections, meeting a dentist, seeking dental care, because sugar, okay, because it's been a high sugar diet. So notice how the antagonist, the protagonist, the good guy, he rides a dental bike was like the solution to sugar-induced cavity problem, okay? Leonardo DiCaprio is like about sugar, his name is Candy, offers people white cake, a slave owner. The guy who's an anti-him doing the opposite, he rides a dental bike. Problem, solution. So the Django Unchained movie contains hidden plain view truth. And my decode of that, because I'm one that can see like a they live guy for real, not just saying it. See, I can say it, but it's like I walk, talk. I've earned the right to say I'm like that guy because that's what I'm actually doing. I get hundreds of videos, hours of videos decoding stuff. Here's hidden plain view truth in a music video I saw, series here and there. So, yeah, no conformity movie. This is the same topic. Anti-Shigur symbolizes the deep state psychopathic power leads. It's like a symbol, a figure. He represents the deep state power leads, okay, the psychopathic power leads, and the substance sugar, okay. And Leonardo DiCaprio symbolizes the deep state psychopathic power leads and how they use sugar to control the masses. So the deep state want the masses eating a high sugar diet, and that helps them to keep kontrollen over the public. And here I go cast my pearls before swine again. The Bible says, cast not your pearls before swine, now to give that which is hold out to the dogs, lest they trample on the foot and turn again around you. Some down, attack, calmness, and shadows off, you're not so crazy, okay? Because I'm sharing valuable insights that you couldn't get anywhere else. That has taken time and effort to lay out. So, fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction, but men of understanding take out the wise counsels. So people who look for truth about this world, how it really works, and everything else, it's like fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. They go, I don't like he's paranoid. I don't like how he says about him. He's the type of Christ or shadow. I don't like Mike saying this hidden truth and holy this is wrong. So fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. So I'm gonna finish up. So a little bit backstage here. This is Mike SAHA bathroom, first person view. Right now, I have a fan there. There's the bathtub. So I'm gonna pick up. And the thing is this. If I would have been doing everything I'm doing on TikTok, I might have 100,000 followers by now and more appreciation and stuff. So part of it is the YouTube shadow banning, censorship, where they work with the algorithm, hide my videos and unsubscribe people from me and things like this. So the same content uploaded elsewhere might have gotten more positive reception. Just because it's like a numbers game. There's like 10,000 people see a video like this. There's going to be maybe 10 of them that are like interested and able to get what I'm saying, okay? So it's like the game is like work to keep from reaching too many people. Then I'm gonna finish up this video. Well, actually. Yeah, so that's gonna be the video.